Yo, what up, y'all? This your boy T Hyphen, man. Another episode of Dope Lines Podcast, man. And I like to say, if you're new to the show, like, follow, subscribe, share, do all that shit. I need that. That's necessary. Hit that like button too, so we can be shared through this algorithm. We need that, man. Trying to get them viewers up, them subscribers up, man. This the dopest podcast, man, in the streets right now. Like I said, I'm your boy T Hyphen, the host, hip hop, legendary, aficionado, a keeper of the culture, whatever you want to call it. I be him. But today I want to talk about some other stuff, man. That normally we keep it hip hop, all the way hip hop. Well, I'm gonna say we keep it culture, and this is what we doing right now. This is culture talk. Uh, like my man 19 Keys would say, high level conversation. Um, and it's a must because that's part of the elements as being hip hop. The five elements. For those who don't know the five elements, knowledge is one. If you don't know the other four, I think you need to research that before you come into this station, into this podcast. Uh, Very true. But like I was saying, today is about education, and that's part of hip hop. And I want to talk about the. I'm gonna start off with affirmative action. For those who don't know, affirmative action was brought to us back in the days. To me, it was the segue to segregation, if, if I must say, a segue to segregation. Uh, it was the follow up plan to make us happy slaves. See, one thing about a slave is a slave don't have salaries. You can be a minimum, a free slave, minimum wage, or you could be a six-figure, seven-figure slave. The pay scale don't matter. It's the mentality. So, with that being said, affirmative action being a segue to segregation is basically segregation was taught to us to integrate our greats within the American culture, which meant took our greatest minds, our greatest inventions, ideas, everything, and spread them throughout the world, which is cool because it's necessary. But the killing part that gets me is that it wasn't transferred over to us. We never got the smart German kid, Italian kid, Polish kid that came into our school and taught us something and wowed us. And we didn't get that smart Jew kid that came in and taught us what he know. And we didn't get that. So it wasn't integration. It was more segregation. It was more separating our race with us. So affirmative action came. Well, let's take it back to segregation. Let's take it back to us having our own everything. The need for HBCU wasn't because we wanted to be proud and say that we got a black college. It was because we couldn't get admitted to it into any other college. So with that being said, we got our own, which we thought was our own. But as we see, most of the HBCUs were named and sponsored after white people. So once again, we got food on the whole segregation, let's mix and combine the world theory that they pushed on King and a lot of the other cats that fell for it because it sounded good. But what that did, it killed black IP, black intellectual property. Forget the property that we lost as far as land. When we lost Black Wall Street and we lost the Negro League and we lost really black owned entities, it was, and businesses, it was more than just a financial loss or whatever. It was a major IP loss. It wasn't just property, it was intellectual property that we lost as well. So, us giving up the Negro League, us giving up Black Wall Street, and wanting to combine our resources that we didn't have, all we had was intellectual property. For us to combine that with the rest of the world and not get favor or payback for that was probably our biggest downfall. It kind of reminded me of the movie Black Panther when you had Killmonger and Black Panther, T'Challa, whatever his name was, but T'Challa, and you had two different mindsets. One mindset was to keep our gifts, our powers, our resources to ourselves and use it for ourselves. The other guy, T'Challa, was more, let's spread our resources out with the rest of the world. Let's help better the world. Not better ourselves, better the world. Both mindsets is great by both great warrior thinking general type of minds. But what segregation did was it wasn't fair because just like the movie Black Panther, nothing was given to us. It was like, oh, you niggas got some. Teach us. Show us the way. And we'd just be appreciative of it. Like they did the pilgrims, like they did Egypt, like they do any missionary when they come in and they show favor and they show mercy and they show God and they show Jesus and then they conquer. But even like in the movie Black Panther, we called them colonizers. We knew what they was, and this is no disrespect to my white brethren. So don't get it twisted. I don't want people to think that I'm on some Dr. Umar race baiting thing, whatever, because I'm going to flip the script and show you what this conversation is all about. Now, going back to segregation, after that, it became obvious when Dr. King said that we were coming to get our land and we wasn't coming to D.C. for nothing else, and then they killed him. Before then, they had no reason to kill him. He was a homie type of nigga. Real friendly guy. Turn the other cheek. Soft. So he was like non-threatening. But as soon as he got woke and spoke the truth, they only want to kill people that speak the truth. People who fit their agenda, gatekeepers, whatever, oh, they can live. Let them live. They heroes. Anybody that tell the truth, enemy of this state. I don't care if it's Kanye to Candace Owens. It's if you tell the truth, the first thing black people say is, "Oh, yeah, you better watch what you say. You better be careful." But let's get to this affirmative action. Now, affirmative action.